So Malignant is finally here, and it's as good as I hoped it would be. James Wan's one of my favorite filmmakers, and it has everything you could want. Horror, action, comedy. Whoa, what the... What just happened? The light went off? Why? Hold on, everybody. Okay, whoa. Now that moves out of the way, let's talk about the actual movie. This is not good. I mean, I did not like this at all. The first 90 minutes of this is an absolute slog to get through. I like James Wan, typically, and he still is very adept at making movies that look nice. He moves the camera really well, and the third act of this it genuinely is so unhinged that it's enjoyable, but man, is the rest of this movie an absolute chore to sit through. The plot is so stupid and makes so little sense that it was actually hard to connect with it in any way, to even understand what was going on. And most of the time, to make the audience understand, it's just endless exposition sequence. It's incredibly slow for about 90 minutes. And the structure doesn't help with that either, because there isn't one. There is absolutely zero structure to this. It's just things that happen seemingly at random. You could basically rearrange any scene in the middle of this movie and almost nothing would change about it. There doesn't feel like there's an escalation to anything until, on a whim, people discover information out of nowhere because they had a hunch about something, and it just so happens to be there. It's incredibly stupid. And then the characters are the most boring thing on the planet. You'd think that the movie is about this main girl who is dealing with these visions of somebody that's killing things or whatever.
All right,
after
that's
her
enough
husband
of that.
beat her and her...
See ya, guy!
That was really weird, but I'm glad... Hello? Bro, admit the movie sucks.
No! I got paid to... I mean, I genuinely really like this movie, and I will not say that it's bad.
Well, sorry then. I'm about to take over some more stuff. Bye-bye.
Son of a...
I mean, the script is just terrible. From the structure, to the pace, to the characters, and especially the dialogue. Within the first 10 minutes, I went with a couple friends and we were all like, oh no. Because the dialogue is so bad.
He got out again.
How far did he get this time?
Made it all the way to the records room before we got to him. He found his information.
You've been a bad, bad boy, Gabriel. Oh my God. He speaks.
He's broadcasting his thoughts.
Derek, I really need to get some rest.
No, maybe you need to stop getting pregnant.
But why?
It is so on the nose. Every character says exactly what they're thinking at all times. Every character says the stupidest possible thing that they could think of, the most cliche thing they could think of, and it just is grating. The first scene, especially, is laughably bad. The dialogue is laughably bad, especially in that first scene, but throughout the movie as well. It's just terrible dialogue. Oh my goodness, I almost forgot about the worst part, the music. The music is absolutely abysmal in every single scene. If it's not completely on the nose music, it's this embarrassing blend of rock and electronic, like dubstep, that is so ill-conceived and unfitting
Yeah,
for this
right,
movie.
dude.
It
Nice
is-
try.
It keeps switching tones constantly, and the characters make the most boneheaded decisions possible. At one point, a guy is chasing the killer through the streets, and then in the next scene is convinced that the killer is somebody that he also would believe wouldn't be the killer, and he puts her in prison. It's super bizarre. It makes no sense. The characters are incredibly stupid, but the action sequences at this end point are really well done and entertaining and super violent in a way that works really well. So I like that. I will say it smooths out in its last 30 minutes or so. As it's going on, it steadily gets better. It's still not good because it's so poorly paced and structured and the characters are so uninteresting. But
How are you talking
the
out
last
of a microphone? Stop it! Doesn't even make any sense.
Now that I've regained some control of this wacky situation, I've got to say, Electronic Voice Man is 100% right. This is just the worst. The first hour and 20 minutes is some of the hardest cinema I've had to sit through this year. It was actually difficult to get through it. It's just a slog. It's so boring. There's so little that happens. It jumps around between characters way too much to where it's just not that involving of a story. The story is really stupid, and the actors, and they try their best, but the characters at the heart of them are just terrible. They're not interesting. They're not developed. They barely even serve a function to the story sometimes. It's just bad. I'd give it a 3 out of 10. So, yeah, I'm sorry for lying at the start of this. It's probably good that wacky hijinks ensued, because I probably wouldn't have felt great about putting this out. That's in a shot. And it's unplugged. Yes, dude, when I didn't want it to be. It's got action, it's got comedy. Ooh, ooh. It's got comedy, it's got action, the light is still falling. You didn't help, Drill. I will kill you.